So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness, I know it has been quite a bit of time before I have done the Sheba talks, and I know, it's been a long time, but I'm back, I'm back. I've made some. I have some special guests with me this morning, Miss Joyce. So I've made some changes, some adjustments, and, just lately it's been in my heart, it's been in my spirit to just get back to talking and sharing and empowering and, not to say it wasn't happening before, but more, on a larger scale, basically. And so, so just to let you know, motherhood, many of you know, of course, had twins, and motherhood is just going amazing. So I really just wanted to focus in on family. I forgot how much your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, all of these things are changed once you have children. And so that's really what I've been, focusing on, and just adjusting and resting as much as I possibly could, just to kind of get back. But now I'm back. So what I decided, because of all of the demands that's happening, I decided to just do Sheba talks, twice out of the month. So every second and every fourth Tuesday until further notice. Usually I change it up, different things happen, change at the time. So we'll see how it goes. For now, the second and fourth Tuesday of every month, this is how it's going to go. And then, like I said, moving forward, we'll see how it goes. And but thank you for just being on this journey with me. Thank you for, sharing this space and this time with me. Thank you for listening to me talk. I always thought that my voice was just all, deep and, nobody wants to listen to it and so forth and so on. But I see that, and I've learned that, and I've come to this place of confidence that I know that I have something to say. And not only do I have something to say, people are willing to listen to what I have to say, and that's important. It's important that I value it. It's important that I take it seriously, because it doesn't happen all the time, so I'm just grateful. But you already know how Sheba Talks goes. I just share, I'm trying to keep it down to about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and then I go about my business. And, you listen and share your comments and things like that. But I know that as we get started, a lot of people, I want them to join me on the live conference call. So I posted the phone number, so feel free if you're up. Just all you have to do is dial in. That's it. Dial in, listen in, and others will listen to the recording, which is also perfectly fine. Feel free to share it with any person you know who needs the message, even if they, even if you're not even sure if they need it. Just send it to them anyway. You never know who needs what is said. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say before we jump in. Yeah, that's it. Just share it with as many people. Take a listen, and just join me every second and fourth Tuesday of the month at 7 until further notice, and then we'll move and, see how things go from there. But anyway, so I wanted to just kick it off. Of course, we know that we are approaching the end of the year, and I know that this time is just, it's so critical. I feel like as we always get to the end of a finish line to anything, it's like the pressure begins to increase, because all of these months, we're now into the 9th month, right? We're now into the 9th month of the year, and pressure, you're like, oh my goodness, there's some things that were on your to-do list. There were some things that were on your goals. There were some things that you set your intentions to do. And some you've done. They were easy things, as they say, the low-hanging fruit, right? The low-hanging fruit that's easy to grab and easy to obtain and those type of things. But then you have the fruit that's higher up that you might need a little help and need a little elevation, or you need one of those fruit poles to help grab the fruit that's higher up. And so people begin to feel pressure. They begin to feel like I need to accomplish something before the end of the year. They feel like this one goal or these two goals, I have to get this done. I have to get this done. I have to get this done. And that's a great place to be. And so I wanted to kind of center the talk around that, right? This past Sunday, I was, invited, which I'm just totally honored to share, at my church about just motivating and, encouraging. And it was just amazing. It was so amazing. I was like, oh, God, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Again, I don't take it for granted that people even like to hear me talk, So it was just great. It was great. It was great. And the focus of the motivational piece was, it's time to fight. Prior to that moment, I just kept seeing boxing gloves. I was like, what the heck? I don't know nothing about boxing. Started seeing boxing gloves. I keep seeing these boxing gloves. And then I kept hearing, prepare to win. Prepare to win. So it's time to fight, but you have to prepare to win. You have to prepare to win. You have to prepare to end this year off great on the winning side, so to speak. So how do you do that? I begin to check out and see, well, how do boxers win? How do they prepare to fight? And there's 5 different elements that boxers do, right, that prepares them to win. And I want to share it with you because you might be able to utilize these elements. You might be able to utilize these things in order for you to end the year on a positive note, in order for you to end the year strong, in order for you to reach your goals. So the first one was speed. Speed is the first one. So a boxer, in order for them to prepare to win, they focus on speed, right? And that relates to strategy. Their fighting strategy, their offensive and defensive skills. How fast are you able to do things? Or how fast are you able to learn and apply, right? Some people are always inquiring information. They're always obtaining information. They're always learning new things, but they don't apply anything, right? So how fast is it that you run for knowledge? How fast is it that you run to get wisdom regarding certain things, or regarding your goals, regarding the things that you want to accomplish? How fast is it that you seek out for help? This is one of the ways in which you're going to win this year. This is one of the ways in which you're going to end this year off strong, effective, accomplished, successful. This is the way in which you will end on the winning side, right? So speed. Think about your speed. Think about how quickly are you able to look at fear and not allow it to cripple you, not allow it to stop you. One of my new friends, she shared with me something in which changed my life really. And what she said was that you do it because you are afraid. Not do it in spite of me being afraid. Do it merely because you are afraid, because it's that fear is showing you that there's something that I'm going to gain from this situation, or there's something that I'm going to gain from this experience that's going to make me better, that's going to actually remove this fear. I've accomplished it now, so what am I afraid of now, right? So do it because you are afraid. Do it. There's nothing that you cannot do, but most importantly, don't allow fear to stop you from doing it. So let's see what else. What else do boxers, what else is it that they do? Right? So what else do they do? They train to win, right? Because there's a fight that's happening. There's a lot of opposition that we're experiencing. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of distractions that we're experiencing as we enter or approach the latter part of the year. The next thing they focus on is their strength and conditioning. This relates to their physical, right? Their physical strength, their conditioning. How healthy is your body? In other words, what are you doing to make sure that you're healthy in your physical body? You know, sometimes I know for myself, I notice this about myself. You know me, all the Sheba talks, I'm always telling myself, you know, it because I'm okay with me, right? And one of the things I notice is that I'm like an emotional eater. I never knew this before. And then also I understand that motherhood literally changes everything about your life. So you have to have this discipline because your physical body and, you know, your spiritual body, your spiritual being as well. But for the sake of the conversation, your physical body affects every single area of your life. If you're sick, right, if you're always sick, right, or if you're sick, there's only a certain amount of things that you're able to accomplish, right? And it's not to say that seeking out help is not important. Seeking out help, you shouldn't do it. But think about it. If you are in your optimal health, just imagine what you can do, what you can accomplish, right? If you're eating healthy, exercising, having well-balanced, nutritious meals, drinking water, eating your greens, getting some smoothies in, you know, getting some jogging in or some stretching or some. Think about it. When you're in that state, right, sometimes the things that normally will distract you or normally will bother you won't even bother you because you're at this place of optimal health, right? And so I want to just challenge you. Think about ways in which you can adjust some of the things that you're eating, right? Think about ways how you can incorporate more water, more healthy drinks, coconut water. Think about ways that you can stretch or get a little walking in or jogging in, or think about ways how you can stretch your body, because guess what? This is what's going to put you on the winning side. Do not neglect your physical health. You're good spiritually, you're good financially, you're good, you're doing these things, but your physical health, you're just eat whatever, you're eating late, you're eating, all these carbs that just turn into sugar, you're drinking all these sugary drinks. And no, even from a young age, practice these things. Discipline yourself, because your older body is going to, is going to reap, if I can say, right, is going to feel the effects of what you do with your younger body. So consider that. Not to say that you can't get back on track, but I want to challenge you to do it. Do it from today. Drink more water, have a well-nutrition, have healthy snacks, right? And just focus your body, discipline your body so that you can win. There might be a lot of movements that you have to do. There might be a lot of, things that you have to accomplish, and you have to make sure that your physical body can withstand the test of time. So this is how boxers train to win, condition themselves to win. All right, so let's look at the next one. All right. So the next one is your footwork. The boxers focus on their footwork, right? And so how can that relate to this? Basically, what that means is, what are you doing? Where are you going? What opportunities are you maximizing? Even if it costs you something. What I've noticed, a lot of people, whenever you put a price tag on something, it totally deters them from some of the opportunities. It robs them of opportunities because they have to invest, because they may have to travel, because they may have to do things that makes them uncomfortable. So check your footwork. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you connecting with? When's the last time you traveled to hear a person speak, that can encourage you about a topic or something that's on your to-do list, something that's on your bucket list? Check your footwork. What are you doing? And or what are you not doing? What are you not doing? Are you just stuck, right? Like I said, with this to-do list, with this vision board, with this goals? Are you just with this bucket list? Are you just stuck with that and you're not putting any action? So this is what a boxer does. They put action. They put movement because they understand your footwork is important. What you're willing to do is important in order for you to end on the winning side this year. So let's see the next one. The next one. What's the next one? What's the next one about? The next one is their stance, right? The ability to stand in challenging situations, the ability to stand during hard times. You know how many times people give up in their businesses, right? When the first year they don't see the sales, the first year, the second year they don't see the sales, the third year they may not see the sales. There's different changes that are happening. I mean, we can focus a lot. Right, COVID-19 was a challenge. Well, it's still a challenging time. But do you know how many businesses thrived? How many businesses? I mean, OMG! How many businesses went? I mean, they went through the roof. In other words, skyrocketed during COVID. So many times we focus on it. We're conditioned as people to focus on the negative. But I want you to search out those success stories during COVID because it would motivate you. I want you to search out those success stories. People, you know, who overcame, people who you know, was adversity was in their face. I mean, hard times. Even some people experienced death, and they came it. They were able to stand strong. They wasn't moved by what they saw. They wasn't moved by challenges and, you know, hardships, but that actually motivated them. It encouraged them. It you know, made them, I mean, even stronger, even better. And so that's what I want you to focus on. If you're going to be on the winning side, if you're going to win, if you're going to, I mean, just take 2022, as they say, by the horn, you know, by the bull's horn, and ride this thing out to the end. What are you doing? What action are you putting to your goals, to your to-do list, to your vision board, to your bucket list? And last but not least, they focus on their power. Power. And what does that mean? What that means, right? Because, you know, as they say, it takes a village. And I know it takes a village for many things, not only just raising a child, right? But it takes a village to accomplish your goals. You know, there's a African proverb that said, if you want to go, you know, go alone. But if you want to go far, you have to go with other people. Now, excuse me as I paraphrase that. But in other words, your power represents who you surround yourself with. Your power represents your tribe, right? Your team. How are you accomplishing these goals? You know, it's a lot of things that in my personal life, my professional life, so forth and so on, that I've been able to do it. But once I connected to this person, I am assured that my power even increased. My effectiveness increased, my influence increased, my visibility increased, my credibility increased. These are representations of power, impact. My impact increased because of who I connected with, my network. They say your network is equal to your net worth. So who are you connecting to? Who's your mentor? Who's guiding you? Who is alongside of you to push you? Who's behind you to push you? Who do you have in your crew, in your tribe, in your sisterhood, in your brotherhood that's going to get you on the winning side? And if you don't have anyone, please connect. There's many ways that you can do it. You can go on Eventbrite. Look at some networking events. You can go on Facebook. Join some Facebook groups. Join a mastermind. Seek out a mentor. Listen to me. It is not too late in order for you to do this, to end up on the winning side for the end of 2022. So I just really wanted to share this moment with you. I wanted to launch off, kick off Sheba Talks Again, right? I should call it that. Sheba Talks Again. But no, Sheba Talks with this encouraging. It's time to fight. It's time, in other words, it's time to give it all you got, to end the year strong, to end the year on the winning side. Now, I know that winning looks very different to everyone. So what winning looks like to me may be different, very different from you. And that's okay. So whatever that winning looked like, one thing I know that winning looks like, I don't know if that's even good English, but it is what it is that you have the ability to move forward. That's the foundation to what any type of winning is. Forward movement. It's never digression. It's never going backwards. It's always forward. It's not even staying still sometimes. It's always forward movement, and whatever that looks like, even if it's a step. So I want to encourage you to have a desire to win, have a desire to be a heavyweight champion. Listen, have some weight, have some impact, have some effectiveness, have some visibility, have some credibility. Lastly, don't let anyone convince you otherwise. You are a winner. You are a winner. And I'm going to pray, and I'm going to hope, and I'm going to just desire that by the end of this year, the thing that you wanted to accomplish, that you will accomplish. The thing that you wanted to do, that you will do. So as I mentioned before, plug in, connect with me on Facebook. I'm Sheba Empowers. On Instagram, I'm Sheba with 2 A's, Empowers. And those are the 2 ways to connect me. Plug in. What's going on with Sheba? When's the next time she's doing this? When's the next time she's doing that? I'm telling you, it's a great network that my team, that we are building. And we want you to join us on this journey. So as I mentioned before, we will be doing this every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. And I hope that you will join in. We have 2 new live guests, Joyce and Jubilee, here with us, and it's been a joy, it's been a blessing, and I'm just so grateful to be chosen to do this work. So I'll check you not next Tuesday, well, the second Tuesday, the fourth Tuesday, and until next time, peace.